I'm David Scandura.
I'm Justice Burkett.
And today we're here to find out if Tales from the Crypt Demon Night is the greatest movie ever made.
Fuck this cowboy shit! You fucking ho-dunk, po-dunk, well then there, motherfuckers!
How do you like my Crypt Keeper?
Good Crypt Keeper, yeah. Hello, kiddies. Yeah, it's a fun one to do. It's one of the all-time, I think, maybe easiest impressions to do, because all you gotta do is just like go up into like a high register, add a little rasp, and say hello, kiddies. It's not hard to do a Crypt Keeper voice, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, if you get it right, it's
Yeah.
very, very, very rewarding. You're right.
The Crypt Keeper is he's such an interesting creation.
One of our greatest horror guys.
I like that he is just like doing the like his role is like Rod Serling in The Twilight Zone, where he like shows up at the top and is like, this is what the story's about, and then at the end he's kind of like, well, now that you watch that story, goodbye.
Yeah.
See you next week, right? And it's like, it's fun that there's that, but he's like a corpse puppet with a silly voice, and he's like sort of British but not really. I like big fan of his whole vibe. I like a TV presenter who's a puppet.
Yeah, I mean, notably, you're a big fan of puppets on the show.
Yeah. Watching this movie did at times feel like we were sort of hitting our annual Muppet film early. Because there are lots of fucking puppets in this movie. This movie is packed chock full of puppets. Now, most of them are not like characters per se. They're just sort of like creatures, you know, like one might call them deadites. There's like deadites in this movie. But there's also, the little homunculus things that like grow out of those splooge piles on the ground.
Yeah.
Lots of puppets.
Lots of puppets in this movie.
And they all look very wet.
Lots of gore, lots of goop and gore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the greatest movie ever made, the show where we watch a movie and tell you if it's the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, but we already did the Crypt Keeper thing, which was what I was going to interrupt you with.
Yeah, a movie that is so thoroughly entertaining and compelling that while you're watching it, it's the only thing that matters in the world. I'm David Scandura, joined as always by my co-host Justice Burkett.
Yeah.
In some ways, we are the Crypt Keepers of this show.
Yeah, and in some ways, we are the Demon Knight and the Collector, just battling it out.
Locked in a cosmic struggle.
Yes, that has lasted aeons. It was interesting, for a lot of the movie, I was trying to guess who the Demon Knight was, because I was like, is the Demon Knight Billy Zane, or is the Demon Knight the other guy?
Right, is Billy Zane literally
a demon who is a knight of the demons, right?
Yeah.
Or is it the other guy whose name I should know?
William Sadler.
Yeah, William Sadler. I was like, I know the actor. And I was like, or is it William Sadler? And like Demon Knight is like a knight who fights demons, and that turns out to be the thing that it is.
Yeah.
But it took me a while because they don't say Demon Knight until like maybe like less than 10 minutes before the end of this movie. We're not throwing Demon Knight all over the place, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
It's not like in Buffy when everybody is just talking about the Slayer all the time. And I bring up Buffy because this movie, especially in the third act, has colossal Buffy the Vampire Slayer energy. And it did get me thinking that Jada Pinkett is maybe the only other actress who could have done Buffy Summers as good or better than Sarah Michelle Gellar. But they would have been really, really different. Because Sarah Michelle Gellar has that like... she starts as like kind of like this like sweet and innocent like wide-eyed girl, and then grows kind of world weary, and Jada Pinkett kind of already has the world weariness just going on.
Yeah, yes. And William Sadler, in a rare perhaps this is one time only
Yeah.
protagonist role.
right, and that's so
Character actor has been elevated to leading man.
Yeah, that's also sort of the twist of this movie is you kind of think William Sadler is going to be the bad guy when the movie starts, and then there's like a moment where it switches and it's like, oh no, the movie star's the bad guy. William Sadler is the hero of this movie. Yeah, Billy Zane, I guess, he's a movie star. He was in Titanic. Not when this movie came out, he wasn't.
No. I suppose, but I suppose by that definition, Billy Zane is a movie star.
Yeah.
He did a movie where he played what's it called? Waltzing with Brando, where he
Sure.
plays like was like last year.
Yeah,
Like late career Marlon Brando
I can see
on
that.
an island.
I could see that.
And I was watching the trailer and I was like, Billy Zane Best Actor nomination incoming?
Hell yeah.
Because
That would not surprise me one bit.
if he looked like he was doing an incredible job. In
If
that
he does
movie.
like a prestige thing that is like very like grounded and like really centered on him, I can totally see him being one of those guys that gets like a late career nom or even win. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Like the Brendan Fraser thing.
Yeah.
You know. I'd like that would not surprise me. Speaking of Brendan Fraser, Billy Zane has a little bit of Brendan Fraser, like 90s Brendan Fraser energy in this movie, but more than that, he's really reminding me of Jim Carrey in this movie. He's like doing Jim Carrey shit in this movie
Sure, I suppose-
with his physicality.
I suppose as close as someone can be to doing Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like
Also,
zipping
like-
and zapping and beeping and bopping around this movie.
I guess
like-
because since we're here,
yeah.
like Billy Zane is an actor who I know from Titanic.
Yeah.
I've probably seen him in other things. You know,
You've
he's
seen him in Twin Peaks.
but yeah, Twin Peaks. He's another character actor who just like kind of pops up here and there. And I feel like after watching this, I'm like, have I been underrating Billy Zane all this time?
Yeah, probably, because I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him in Titanic, but like, yeah, that's like the big movie performance that I know him from. And in this movie, he fucking rocks. Billy Zane kicks ass in this movie. He's owning this thing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's clearly having a ball. Like, it just seems like he's having so much fun with this performance. Because he gets to, it's sort of a dream role for an actor. You get to just play basically the devil, but it's like the devil having a good time, you know? And so you can just throw whatever you want at this performance and like just see what sticks, you know?
Oh yeah, he's just like he's throwing everything but the kitchen sink into this performance.
Yeah, and there's those great like hallucinatory sequences where he's like in a character's head and then he gets to go even bigger with it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get to the movie.
Yeah.
How are you doing? First of all, you got anything to recommend?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. We finally got a decent snow here in Flagstaff where the podcast is based, and that is making me happy because I was super bummed out because it seemed like we missed winter this year, but we managed to get a little bit in February. And yeah, things are good. We talked a little bit about it off mic, but I struggle with time management and procrastination, as listeners know. And I am feeling that acutely, and I'm about to get busy, and I'm about to reap what I have been sowing, and that's gonna suck. As far as recommendations, High Priestess Pod was watching The Pit, and recommended that I watch The Pit. So I started watching The Pit, and much as I am loath to recommend one of the biggest shows in the world right now, and a show that has like won Emmys and shit, I'm going to because it's really The Pit fucking rules. It's so good. I assume you haven't been watching The Pit.
No, I
You
don't
should
watch
check-
many TV, and like it's a medical drama,
It's a medical,
right?
yeah, it's like ER.
Not really my thing.
It's so fucking good.
Except for whatever the fuck is going on 911,
Uh-huh.
which apparently there's like an asteroid that hits Earth, and
Oh, cool.
somehow first responders are involved. It's like season 15 or something of that show, and I'm like, who the fuck is watching this?
Your dad's friend. That's who's watching that. People in urgent care waiting rooms are watching that.
I guess so.
But yeah, The Pit rules. If you haven't watched The Pit, I would highly recommend it. It's great. Noah Wiley's great. He's really good at looking like very competent and like you would trust him with your life, but also like very like fragile and broken and sad at the same time. It's just like a lot of Noah Wiley's face like looking like he's about to burst into tears. And it's awesome. Really good cast. Couple of really excellent Nepo babies in The Pit. Fiona Dourif, Brad Dourif's kid, is in The Pit, and she's awesome. I keep telling High Priestess Pod that Fiona Dourif in that show looks like her because I think she does. And then Bryan Cranston's daughter is also in that, and she's awesome. She's like maybe my favorite character on the show. Is Bryan Cranston's daughter, and yeah, good show.
Okay,
how you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah. Still going through some stuff, and living day by day. But I think things are getting better. I feel better.
Good.
Than I have been recently. So, yeah, we'll just keep riding that out and see how it goes.
Yep.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can fucking do.
I don't know if I've anything really to recommend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did watch Lady Bird.
Yeah.
And I thought Lady Bird was one of the best movies I'd ever seen.
We're just hitting people with like the softball takes of media recommendations this week.
I guess.
Like, watch The Pit, which is a show that lots of people love. Watch Lady Bird, which is a movie that a lot of people love.
I didn't expect to love it as much as I did,
Yeah.
but by the end I was like blown away by it.
It's a great movie.
I
I like that Timothée is like a little fucking edgelord douchebag in that one. Like he's like me in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where he's just like, oh, I'm so deep. And then he's just like kind of a piece of shit.
I like that you're still calling him Timothée.
Timothée? Isn't that how it's pronounced? Or was that just a joke that people were saying and I thought it was real because I'm stupid?
I think that's how it's pronounced in French, but I don't think he pronounces it that way. I don't think he goes by Timothée.
I'm not going to stop calling him Timothée.
Okay. We'll revisit that in December for Dune Part 3, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I thought Lady Bird was awesome. Saoirse Ronan, never better.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I rewatched Richard Linklater's Boyhood the day before.
Sorry, that's me voicing my displeasure about that film.
Well, that was the first time I had seen it since it came out.
Yeah.
And I'd had the DVD on my shelf for years and finally watched it. And was kind of disappointed coming back to it. And sort of felt like Lady Bird did fix to the mistakes and the issues that I had with Boyhood.
Yeah.
I felt I feel like Lady Bird had a lot more like authenticity and like humanity in it, and some of the stuff in Boyhood kind of felt a little cliched and manufactured.
Yeah.
At points.
And also, in my opinion, that movie was just overlong. I'm like, this movie does not need to be as long as it is.
Yeah, it was moving pretty well for me for a while, and then it got into like the second hour of it, and I started really feeling the length of it.
Yeah.
But I remember when I saw it, I was really impressed with it. But also, like, I'm not a big Richard Linklater guy because, like, my favorite movie that I've seen from him is School of Rock.
Mine too.
Which is, like, not his usual wheelhouse, and I have
Right.
not seen many of his other acclaimed films.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to top School of Rock.
I haven't seen the Before trilogy, but can it really be better than the one where Jack Black is a school teacher who plays rock music?
Cello, you got a bass. Stay tuned for our inevitable episode on School of Rock. Sometimes I don't know if I've ever voiced this to you before, but sometimes I'm like, if we ever plan to end the podcast, we should just schedule that as our last episode. Like whenever the podcast ends.
That's funny. I didn't know that
We
you
should
thought
just
of that.
end it on School of Rock. Yeah. Anyway.
We're not talking about School of Rock.
No.
We're talking about Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
Yes, we're talking. No, we're not talking about a movie about rock. We're talking about a movie that rocks.
Yeah.
I think this movie rocks. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to even try to
So
conceal my enjoyment.
Justice, how did we get here?
So, I explained it on the last episode. There's really not much more to it. But I picked Tales from the Crypt Demon Night because it is February, which is Black History Month. And last week we covered a film by a black filmmaker. And I was like, well, we should keep that going for Black History Month. So I was like, looking at films that I've been wanting to watch, directed by black filmmakers. And one of them that sparked my eye was Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. And the reason it was on my radar is because Angelica Jade Bastien, who is a film critic for Vulture, has like 3 Letterboxd reviews for this movie that are all 5 stars. And I'm a fan of Angelica's writing. I like her opinions on film, and I was like, if Angelica Jade Bastien thinks that this is a 5-star film, I should see it. Seemed like a good excuse to watch it finally. There's nothing else to it. I know you want to interrogate this more. That's all there
I do. That's a strange explanation for why we're talking about the Tales from the Crypt movie.
Yes, one of 2 Tales from the Crypt movies. There was also Bordello of Blood, which I have not seen.
There's actually 3. The third one is called Ritual, and it was like retroactively picked up as a Tales from the Crypt movie.
Right, just slap a Crypt Keeper intro and outro on there.
Yeah, they bought it.
You got yourself a Tales from the Crypt film.
They had planned to do a trilogy starting with this movie that's teased at the end, the post-credit scene, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But like, I still just don't know how we got here. Do you have any? Because I had heard about this movie, but I have never seen a single Tales from the Crypt episode.
Okay, yeah.
This is my first exposure to Tales from the Crypt, other than through cultural osmosis and knowing the Crypt Keeper as an icon of horror, and knowing that the show is obviously based on a series of comic books.
Yeah.
And it follows a horror anthology format. It's talked about in the same circles as stuff like Twilight Zone or Creep Show.
Yes, Creep Show.
For
sure.
But I'd never seen a single episode of the show. I've always wanted to, but haven't gotten around to it, and it sort of felt like I should probably hold off on seeing the movie until I watch the show. And also, I did find it interesting that the movie was just a full-length movie. It wasn't
it's
like
not an anthology.
It's not an anthology because like Creep Show, Creep Show's an anthology film.
Creep Show 2 as well.
The Twilight Zone films that they've made have been
and then Trick or Treat, which we talked about on this podcast, is sort of doing a riff on Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt, and that one's also an anthology movie. Yeah.
And like I mean, I suppose the only thing I can think of is like the MST3K movie, which is the only MST3K thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is just them doing one full length movie.
Right.
2, I think it's just like a slightly bigger production quality.
Yeah.
So like I had no desire to watch this until I had seen some Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know if you had seen this before, if you had watched any Tales from the Crypt, how this came to you, other than that very convoluted series of events that I don't entirely buy.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I'm telling you the truth.
Because it felt like you threw a dart at the wall and it landed on Tales from the Crypt Demon Night, which is okay.
But the additional context that I have is I have seen like some episodes of the Tales from the Crypt TV series. I don't remember any of them very well because it was very long ago and I only saw each of them like one time. But I did have some exposure to that. And then also like when I was doing theater as a youth, as a kid, there were like, because me and my siblings were sort of the like stock child actors in a company of like professional adult actors. And there were a couple people in that Shakespeare company who were just like horror fans, and so like I remember at a cast party someone like threw on Creep Show 2, like stuff like that was just around when I was hanging out with those people. And there was a couple guys in the company who were like really big into the like 80s like kind of schlock horror, and I remember both of those guys had like Tales from the Crypt comic books, and they also had like some other like bloodier, kind of more horror focused, like darker comic books. Like they had some like Dark Horse stuff, and I remember one of those guys like bringing Watchmen to rehearsals and stuff too.
Okay.
So it was like they sort of exposed me to that world, and it wasn't like they were like, "Hey kid, come here and read this Tales from the Crypt," but it's like backstage that stuff would just be lying around, and I would like take a look at it and be like, "Oh hey, this actor who I think is kind of cool is like reading this horror comic," and so like. Some of it is like cultural osmosis for me as well with this, but I did maybe have like a little bit more exposure to the property than you did. But I wouldn't call myself like a Tales from the Crypt expert or even fan really. Like it's just like a thing that I'm like tangentially aware of.
Yeah, which is fair because I don't think you need to have prior experience with Tales from the Crypt to
Absolutely
enjoy
not.
this film.
Absolutely not. Even if you didn't know who the Crypt Keeper was, you would get this movie. You would just be like, it's weird that they bookended it with that zombie guy.
Yeah,
But otherwise, it's like, this is just a regular horror movie.
Yeah, and it's not even based on a Tales from the Crypt comic, apparently.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
an original thing for this movie.
Right, it was an original script that had been passed around to various places in Hollywood before the show had even started.
Yeah.
And then it took a few years to produce.
Yeah.
So it is just, and it is just, at its core, it's a Night of the Living Dead style siege horror movie.
Right, yeah. We're just like locking a group of characters in a house and besieging them with monsters. Many such cases.
Yeah. So it's like, it's very easy to enter this film even if you don't have the Tales from the Crypt background.
Which I'm grateful for because like neither of us have that and I picked this. But I assumed it would be accessible. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw people that I liked talk about the movie and I wanted to watch the movie.
That's fine.
And you know what? I'm glad I did. Because I enjoyed this film.
I enjoy a brisk, blissful 90-minute film.
Yeah.
And I say that because I have been watching some Steven Seagal films that are 90 minutes, but boy, they do not feel like it.
They're not brisk.
No.
Not brisk or brief. That is a long 90 minutes.
No, it's a lot of Steven Seagal's ego.
It's a long 90 minutes.
Dragging those movies out.
When you have to have the least charismatic action star anchoring your movie. I thought about that sentence as I was saying it, and I was like, is that true? Is there someone less charismatic? But no one's coming to mind who's like on that level of name.
I mean,
it's like when we're at Seagal, we're probably like B tier action guy, maybe C tier. And like, sure, you could find some like F tier schmuck who is less charismatic, but I'm talking about like guys who can sell a movie. It's like, is there anyone more dead-eyed than Seagal?
It was a very brief window where we could sell a movie on the back of Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And we are long
right,
past
not
that,
anymore,
my friend.
But like a guy who once was there. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, even his best movie is probably not that good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The funny thing, I don't know why we're talking about this. Should we talk about?
We can talk about whatever we want.
The funny thing about Seagal,
I don't think a bunch of people are coming to this episode being like, I have to hear their opinion on Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. I think if you're listening to this episode, you're probably a fan of the podcast who will listen to us talk about almost anything.
Yeah, you're like one of the 5 people that'll do that. The thing about Steven Seagal is like what ends up being his charisma or his appeal as an action guy is he's super uncool, but he thinks he's the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah.
And that kind of becomes entertaining and endearing in, I mean, the movies that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
It's like this guy really, really thinks he's he's hot shit.
Yeah.
And he's just not.
Just a very like cringe personality.
Yeah. Oh, and well, you know, that gets even worse the more you look into it. You crack open the personal life tab on Wikipedia.
It's so funny
and
that
just dive deep into that.
It's so funny that he just pays now he just pays guys to lose to him in martial arts competitions.
Even watching his early movies, the stuntmen seem like they solely exist to make Steven Seagal look good.
Right. Like they're all really bad at fighting.
He's not even putting that much effort. You know, he claims to be a keto expert or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I think those stuntmen are putting all the work, in all the work, buddy.
Yeah,
You know, like, and stop hitting them, Steven.
Right. You're not supposed to hit them
You're
for
not
real.
supposed to hit them.
Anyway.
But anyway, so I'm so pleased to watch a 90-minute movie that actually feels like a 90-minute movie and also does not star Steven Seagal.
Yes.
And you know, right around the point where I get up to pause the movie to go pee-pee, we're at the 45-minute mark.
Hell yeah. That's what you want.
Exactly.
90-minute movies should have intermissions. Because a break at 45 to take a piss is exactly what you want in a 90-minute movie. It's a little disappointing that when I go to a movie theater, they don't like play like the little fucking dancing popcorn and soda thing. Like, let's all go to the lobby at the 45-minute mark. That's the one thing that would have made the Bone Temple better. That movie's not 90 minutes, but still.
You would have liked a pee break in the Bone Temple?
Yeah, just give me a piss break. Tales from the Crypt Demon Night is a film directed by Ernest Dickerson, and I don't know, like, we have the bookend with the Crypt Keeper. We have the little opening thing and the little closing thing. It's fine, it's silly, it's fun, it's whatever. I like the Danny Elfman theme for the movie.
I didn't know that until the closing
And credits. Yes, me either. I was listening to the music and I was like, this sounds very Danny Elfman, and then that name popped up in the credits and I was like, well, that makes sense. And the whole like opening shot of like we're going into a spooky house and we're like going through all the spooky rooms and stuff is also felt very like Tim Burton. The way the camera was moving, the set dressing and everything, the aesthetic of it all felt very like this is like Halloween-y and silly and kitschy, but in a fun and creative way.
I don't know if this is the intro from the TV show or if it's redone.
Yeah.
If there's any Tales from the Crypt fans listening, again, we haven't seen the show really, so like calm down, lower your pitchforks, crypt heads.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? I don't know.
I don't know.
But the intro is great. I love the model of the spooky house.
Yeah, me too.
That was like, oh, we're in for a treat with this movie.
Just the very first indication that this is going to be sort of a practical effects showcase of a film, which it really pays off in a great way. There's lots of banger practical effects in this movie. This model is just like them letting you know that that's coming. It feels like.
Yeah. The wraparound's fun.
Yeah.
The little fake out where like the movie starts and it's this lady who's killed her husband.
This lady who is like having phone sex with a guy about killing her husband, which is very funny. And she's just like moaning and she's like super breathy and she's like, what does she say? She's like, I get all like wet and squishy thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just like immediately like sleazy and like borderline like repulsively horny, which is sort of the tone that I want from this movie, and it continues giving it to me, which I think is excellent.
Yeah, there's bloody clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
And then she goes to take a bath, and like back to back we get giant fake tits.
Yeah.
And an acid guy. A guy that's been burned in acid.
Yes. And he's like her dead husband coming back to like kill her or whatever. And then it's revealed that it's a fake out. And then the Crypt Keeper is like on a Hollywood soundstage, like directing this movie. And then he does his little intro. I did want to say, just like not to be too crass or anything, but a thing that I noticed about this movie is just big fake tit movie.
The abundance of breasts.
But specifically not natural ones. So many silicone boobs in this movie, which is like, that's fine. You know, you want to do it, go for it. You know, it's great, but it's like, I was like, wow, there is almost nary a natural breast to be seen in this movie. Which I presume is probably because a lot of the women who appear topless in the later scene in this movie, where there's like 20 topless women at once, probably were like employed not primarily in the commercial film industry, probably more in like, you know, you kind of have to like go through the beaded curtain in the video store to like see some of these actresses' other credits.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
I don't know that there's anyone that I recognize. We can check the credits.
David's like, I will be doing research.
Yeah, there's a few ladies who are known for their other work
Yeah.
in a more alternative film industry.
Right. Yeah.
But no one notable. There's no Jenna
Yeah.
Jamesons or
No, yeah.
anything.
Well, they
anyone
didn't have
else.
Jenna Jameson money. This is Tales
Bouncing
from the Crypt
around.
Demon Night.
But I mean, like, this is sometimes you just want blood and tits in a movie, you know?
Yes.
You just want to sit back on
Yeah.
a snowy Wednesday afternoon like we had
Right.
and watch a horror movie that's like, hey, it's going to be gory and also women are going to be losing their shirts.
Yes.
Enjoy
yes.
yourself.
And if that was all this movie was, I would have had a great time with it. But I also love that I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I also love that this is a movie where William Sadler keeps having flashbacks of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. In addition to being a movie that's a silly horror movie with a bunch of fake blood and faker breasts. It also really fucking goes there with the concept. Like, it's like we are like that Jesus is being nailed to the cross on screen at points in this movie. Yeah, man. Anyway, like the Crypt Keeper introduces Demon Knight.
Yeah.
And we get into the actual movie. And it's like Billy Zane is chasing William Sadler. Billy Zane in like this huge cowboy hat and this like a big tan duster. This look is fucking rad. He looks so sick. And then he's like chasing William Sadler. William Sadler like stops and is like shooting at him. And like Billy Zane's car catches on fire. And he thinks he's got him, but then Billy Zane just like keeps driving at him. And we get an awesome car explosion.
Yeah, the car setting on fire is very much like John Carpenter's Christine.
It is, yeah.
Like it has that similar vibe to it. And also just this, I mean, this intro reminds me of like a slightly more stylized version of The Hitcher.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like it's very it's tapping into the kind of pulpy, fun horror things that I like in horror.
Yeah.
And it's funny that Billy Zane's in a big silly cowboy outfit while he's doing it.
Yeah, he's wearing a 10-gallon hat.
But yeah, that explosion is awesome.
Another early thing in this movie that just kind of lets you know what you're in for, right? Like you see that model of the house in the intro, you're like, great. They had artists working on practical effects in this. You see that huge explosion and it's like, cool, this is Tales from the Crypt with Hollywood money that they are willing to burn.
The effects in this movie overall look excellent.
They're awesome.
The worst effect in the movie is during the first, at least in my opinion, that I can think of, the worst effect in the movie is during the first Crypt Keeper wraparound.
Yeah.
Where he's doing the director thing and he's coming up and yelling at the actors, and it's clear that like they don't have the puppet, so they have an actor playing the Crypt Keeper's body.
Yeah, right.
And they just like copy paste his head onto the body.
Yes, I did see that.
Like
yeah.
that doesn't look very good. And then
No.
the rest of the Crypt Keeper effects
Yeah.
throughout for the wraparound stuff looks good. And then the
all
effects throughout the
practical
movie.
effects look, I think, incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't look up who did effects on this. I should have.
I didn't either, but it was not a recognizable name. It was not
Okay.
like K&B or anything like that.
Got it. But yeah, it's the Crypt Keeper going up and yelling at the actors. We get some Crypt Keeper puns. I know we already moved past this, but I did like when he told the guy he was no
Gory Cooper.
Gory Cooper. That's the one I
and
was
Robert
thinking of.
Dedford.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like, "You call that hacking?" Yeah, silly shit. And then, but yeah, so this awesome fucking fireball happens. These cars fucking explode. William Sadler gets away, and he runs off. He's like trying to steal a car first. He's trying to steal another car to keep running away from Billy Zane, we presume. And like a kid catches him trying to break into the car, and like calls his parents, and like the William Sadler has to run away. He ends up like running to he ends up at he runs into the bum.
He runs into Dick Miller.
Yes, Dick Miller. Does Dick Miller always Is Dick Miller always kind of dollar store Robert De Niro, or is it only in this movie?
Sir, are you high?
He's doing.
I love Dick Miller, but think about the words that are coming out of your mouth.
No. What I mean is his face is physically reminding me of Robert. Not his acting. He's just like doing he's doing a thing in this movie.
No. Justice. No one looks like Dick Miller except Dick Miller. They don't make guys like that anymore.
All right. Yeah, you're right. He does look like he just looks like a catcher's mitt in this movie.
They're not pumping out character actors like that anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. Just something about the way he's talking with his mouth.
I think he's from New York, so he's got that. Yeah. They just sound like that.
He's just got a De Niro lower jaw in this movie, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Maybe this movie pushed me over the edge.
But it's
and I don't know what's real anymore.
We get more Dick Miller in this movie than I think all of Dick Miller's other roles combined.
This is certainly the most I've ever seen him be in a movie.
This is
to the point where he gets far enough into the movie that I was like, is Dick Miller going to survive this fucking movie? He does not.
No.
But yeah, he rules in this. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Dick
great.
Miller. Sorry, I yawned.
Yeah,
he's Dick Miller, you know? You love to see that guy.
Yeah. I love to see him as just like a town drunk who is like making friends with a guy who just tried to break into somebody's car.
Dick Miller got to sit in the makeup chair to have demon makeup applied to him.
Yeah.
This is
probably the most fun he ever had making a movie, I bet.
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of DiCaprio doing The Revenant for him. It's like serious.
It's real Hollywood
Dick
shit, baby.
Miller.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dick Miller is basically like, hey, you want a nip from my bottle? You want to go to my flop house? I'll recommend you. They don't house anyone who they don't know, but if you come in with me, I can get you a room. And then they show up at CCH Pounder's place, which is a flop house inside of an old church, which rules. I like Dick Miller's line about it where he's like, it was a church until the 50s, and then they closed it up due to lack of interest. I also think this movie's pretty funny. Like, that's a funny joke. There's a lot of funny jokes in this movie, especially from CCH Pounder. CCH Pounder is really funny in this movie. Especially when she loses her arm.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing, is just CCH Pounder running around this movie with
one arm.
With one arm.
Yeah. It owns. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean,
think the movie is funny.
It's a horror comedy.
Yeah,
it's intentionally silly.
Yeah,
That's the whole
but a
thing
horror
with Tales
comedy
from the
does
Crypt.
not a funny movie make necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it's you laugh at fucking anything.
You're right.
And I don't necessarily. Yeah. So like, I can't necessarily point out like jokes that really did it for me. I was just generally amused, having fun with the movie. Actually, no, the Crypt Keeper did say, like, I think during the Crypt Keeper stuff, either he says it or someone else says it. Like, where did they dig this guy up? And I was like,
yeah, somebody else says that up about him. Yeah,
that's funny because he's a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the like PAs on his movie production is like, oh, this director, where did he? Yeah.
Yeah. I did say this is like a 90-minute movie that moves really quickly. I do think some of the setup at the hotel goes on a little long for me.
Yeah. To the point where you're like, okay, where's this going?
Yeah, because like we're meeting a lot of characters, and it's a siege movie, so we need every character to have their little thing.
Right. We need to know who everybody is before the catastrophe breaks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But CCH Pounder, great in this movie.
She rules.
This cast is
crazy.
I would say stacked, but it is like
it's
a collection of people who you have seen in other movies.
Yeah.
Before they made those other movies, basically.
Yes, this is right. This is an early movie for a lot of these people, especially Jada Pinkett, who this must be very early for her. I can't imagine that she had done much before this.
Yeah. And let me just say, Hachimachi,
Absolutely.
Wooga Booga,
Correct.
the Looney Tunes thing where the eyes bug out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the jaw
humana,
drops to the
humana,
floor.
humana, etc. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
I'm right there with you, brother. Jada Pinkett looks incredible in this movie. If I was Will Smith, I also would have let this woman absolutely destroy my life. As he famously has done. I think about that interview all the time, where he just looks like his soul has been completely crushed. It's like, yeah, man, I don't know. I would say don't sign up for it if you can't handle this woman, but at the
Yeah,
same
I
time,
mean-
I get it, brother.
A strong black woman ruined your life.
Yeah.
Oh no, my steak too juicy
Yeah, right.
and buttery.
Yeah.
Like-
uh, I would have slapped Chris Rock too, honestly. But yeah. She's great in this too. Jada Pinkett's great in this. Thomas Hayden Church is wearing a mesh shirt with a Hawaiian shirt over it.
When he takes there's a scene like after he's been introduced where the Hawaiian shirt is off and it is
Just the mesh.
just the mesh shirt. Because I didn't really clock it at first, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Is Thomas Hayden Church in a mesh t-shirt?"
Yeah.
And he's got like a He-Man hairdo going on.
Yeah, and he's like huge in general. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he looks like a fucking monster in this movie. He's so big. And like he's like on freak mode the whole time. Almost the whole cast is on freak mode for the majority of this movie. Like Dick Miller's in freak mode, William Sadler's in freak mode. Billy Zane is the king of he rules freak land. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Thomas Hayden Church as his name is Roach. And he's just like the town scumbag. Like he's like the worst guy in town basically. And he's like got like a thing where he's like there's a sex worker who works at the flop house, and she is like the town prostitute, and seems like several guys are regulars, and Thomas Hayden Church is like a regular, but he's also kind of her boyfriend. Like it seems like they also are like in a relationship sort of.
Yeah.
And it's like all that is like really weird and messy.
Her name's
getting-
Cordelia.
It is. Yeah.
It's fucking funny that she's named after the daughter from King Lear.
Right, yeah. Giving this character a Shakespeare name just to try and elevate this slightly. Yeah. Yeah. And I think she's great. I didn't recognize that actress. Did you know who she was?
I didn't
Yeah.
recognize her either.
I think she's good in this too. I don't think there's any like weak performances out of this ensemble, and a lot of them are alive for a lot of the movie. So it's good that they're all pretty much turning in like decent performances.
And like everyone's a cartoon.
Totally.
Everyone's doing something silly. I mean, they introduced there's a mailman here named Wally who's like schmoozing up to Cordelia.
Yeah.
And it's very clear that he's like lovelorn and
Yeah. And I get the impression that he is like a customer of hers. Like they have like he has paid for sex before, but he wants a real relationship with her instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how like he lost his job because they accused him of stealing mail.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for the whole movie for them to make a joke about him going postal. And
then-
it's not
yeah.
until after he's dead, halfway through the movie that they finally make the joke.
That is it's insane the way they make that joke, because it's like not only is it like we're making the going postal joke, but it's like way darker than you thought, which is he was planning on like killing the entire post office to prove his love for Cordelia, and also he has a bunch of grenades in his room. So it's simultaneously darker and sillier than you expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of material that we're giving these actors.
Yeah.
So like yeah, everyone's just given free reign to play around and have fun.
Yeah.
If anyone is maybe weak in this, I think it's possibly William Sadler, who I love as a character actor, who always because he kind of does the same thing in every movie. He's always a bit of like a redneck type character.
Yeah.
It's interesting and funny to see him as the leading man, but he's not given a lot to really make him stand out.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think he is strongest in this movie before the movie kind of plays its full hand, you know?
Yeah.
Because early in the movie,
when you don't really know what to make of him, and,
Yes.
and they're it's not clear who the villain is.
right, when he's sort of like a tall, dark stranger in a leather jacket being kind of like weird and you're kind of trying to clock him, I think that's his strongest stuff in here. Once it's revealed that he is like the chosen one who has been battling demons for 100 years, it just feels like the gas kind of gets let out of the balloon a little bit with this performance, and everybody around him is just more interesting than he is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of setup with the at the hotel here.
Yeah.
Thomas Hayden Church goes up to have sex with Cordelia, and then
I do like
gets
them. I like,
his nips hooked up to a car battery.
Yes, she is electrocuting his nipples because he's into some freaky shit. He also is talking about how he was like, how he was constipated on the toilet because of lewds and shit. He's just saying wild shit to this woman. I like when they're like fucking really loudly upstairs and everybody else is just sitting downstairs like pretending not to hear it. They're like, all right. And then like I think CCH Pounder or Jada Pinkett Smith, just Jada Pinkett in this movie. I don't remember who makes the comment, but somebody makes the comment about how Thomas Hayden Church is lasting longer than usual. Which I thought was really funny. And yeah, he's just like bellowing. But yeah, before Billy Zane shows up at the Flophouse, we do get a couple scenes with him and the cops, right? Because like the cops show up at the scene of the huge car explosion, and I love these two cops. There's like Deputy Bob and then the other guy who's like the sheriff, I think. And I just love these two fat cops. I kind of wish that we got to see them play off each other more, because the one scene where they find the like exploded car wreck, they have like a brief little exchange, and it's like it's a lot of like well, say, what do we have here type of thing from Deputy Bob, who's giving like just a great fat guy cop performance.
I would have liked more from these guys, but also like the movie's pretty full as it is.
Yeah.
And I'm okay that Deputy Bob sticks around for way longer than I thought.
Yeah. And I just love him. Anytime we check in with Deputy Bob, even just for like a reaction shot, I'm like, there's that fat fuck. Yeah. I love him so much.
But we lose the sheriff pretty quickly.
Yeah.
In a few minutes here in glorious fashion. However, I will say, completely shocked that these guys have more of a importance to the plot than Brent Briscoe and Robert Forster in the beginning of Mulholland Drive. Because David Lynch is just like, okay, here's these two cops for the movie investigating the crime. Oh, they're gone now. Goodbye. That was their one scene.
It turns out I didn't know what to do with them, so I wrote them out of the movie. They were only in the beginning of the dream I had that inspired the movie. But yeah, so they like give Billy Zane is basically like, hey, yeah, I survived this car wreck. I was chasing that guy because he stole something from me. And I love that these like two like fucking like podunk backwoods cops are like, well, say, mister, you're a white guy in a big cowboy hat. If you say you were chasing that guy because he stole something, we better go get it back from him. We, the police department, exist to serve you. Got a white guy in a cowboy hat.
Also, we saw you walk out of the fire supernaturally.
Yeah.
You seem to have survived a wreck
right.
that would
almost
imply that you're some sort of demon.
Right, almost as if flames are sort of the natural state that your body exists in because you came from the pit of hell. But yeah, so they give him a lift to the Flophouse. And they show up there, and there's like the standoff. And this is like, when you're watching the movie for the first time, you're like, not sure who's the good guy and the bad guy yet. So it's like, oh, is this Billy Zane's
Yeah.
movie or is it William Sadler's movie?
Because William Sadler's taken Jada Pinkett hostage with like
Yeah.
a butter knife or
Yes.
whatever.
Okay, so that is this moment was one that I thought was really funny.
Or a switchblade or something.
Yeah, he's got a switchblade.
Yeah.
This moment I thought was really funny because the cops and Billy Zane come in, and Billy Zane says like, "Watch out for that guy, he's armed." And the cops like start advancing on him, and he pulls out the switchblade and puts it to Jada Pinkett's throat. And the funniest line delivery from Billy Zane, where he just goes, "Told ya." And then he's like, they're like, let the girl go, and he's like, don't worry about it, he's not gonna do it. I know this guy, I know this man, he's not gonna do it. And like just all that stuff, was when I was really honing in on Billy Zane's performance for the first time, was in this scene, because I was like, oh, he's making a meal out of like every single line that he's saying. But then so he lets Jada Pinkett go. The cops restrain him, the cops cuff him, right? And then they're like, well, this nice man in a 10-gallon hat says you stole something from him. We better search the whole hotel and find it. And it's like a key with a big reservoir of liquid in it.
Yeah.
The props design of this thing is sort of so over the top that it's hilarious. Like, I like that it's like the artifact in this movie is like so large and ostentatious that like you can barely hold this thing with one hand. And I think it's so funny.
It's more of a flask than it is a key.
Yes. Yeah, he's like, it looks like a key, and I'm like, not really. It kind of looks like a canteen with a little cross on the bottom. But yeah, they eventually find it, and William Sadler's basically like, hey, like, you can't give that to him and stuff. And the cops are like, well, we're not going to give that to you, Billy Zane, because turns out both of the vehicles that we found were stolen. So you are also under arrest. Like, we're not just going to hand this over to you. And this is where like the movie just takes its turn. Like, it just does this is like the From Dusk Till Dawn moment where it's like, okay, now the movie's starting.
I mean, not quite.
Not quite.
This movie has played its hand pretty
right.
easily.
You're right. From Dusk Till Dawn would be different if it had an opening that featured the Crypt Keeper.
I mean, so Billy Zane
yeah.
punches the sheriff in the head and
through the head.
Through the head.
His fist goes through his face.
So like, if you haven't been having fun up to this point,
yeah,
you are now.
Yeah,
and I was already having fun.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this worked very well for me.
Yeah,
and
I did rewind this moment to watch it again because
yeah.
I was like, I'm not sure I processed this fully the first time, and I have to watch it again.
It's really funny that it gets stuck too.
Him trying to shake the head off his hand is so fucking funny. Yeah. Just like got this guy's teeth embedded in his forearm. But yeah. And yeah, so Billy Zane just goes full demon mode, right? He doesn't physically change, but like he's exhibiting his demonic powers and shit. And I don't remember how he gets outside.
Yeah, I don't know. They throw him outside or something like that.
Yeah,
and I think
maybe William Sadler like gets him somehow.
Yeah, and Sadler might have poured out some of the liquid to create the force field or the barrier or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then
he starts doing that once Billy Zane's outside.
Yeah.
For sure.
But Billy Zane throws off the cowboy outfit because he's like, this fucking cowboy,
fucking podunk redneck shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's funny that the rest of the movie he's just in like
a pink silk button down.
Yeah, and like dress pants.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going to his confirmation. You know?
Also, this is early bald Billy Zane because he could still grow hair when they filmed this movie, as opposed to now when he is like myself, a guy with a hairline that just requires you to shave it. But at this point, he still could do the full head of hair thing, and he is opting for bald in this movie, which I think fucking rips, and he looks great.
He looks like Lex Luthor.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish he kept the cowboy getup. I think the cowboy stuff was fun.
I do like the cowboy getup.
It's a fun. It's just I like westerns.
Yeah.
It's fun if the devil is a cowboy.
Yeah.
It's equally funny that he's running around the rest of this movie in that pink dress shirt, though.
Yeah.
It's like still funny.
I also kind of think it's also funny if the devil hates being a cowboy. Because he's like,
this is the uniform that he got.
yeah, he's like pissed off that he had to wear the stupid hat.
Because there's multiple collectors, we learn at the end of this movie.
Yes.
So, I mean, however this society of demons is set up.
This hell hierarchy.
Yeah. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So he could just be one of the others. This is just a 9 to 5 for him.
I want to see a hell org chart. That's what I need in this movie. Just kidding. What I need in this movie is Billy Zane cutting his palm open, bleeding a bunch of glowing goop that turns into little cum piles on the ground that homunculuses are birthed from. Which is the next thing that happens.
And he gives them little kisses on their foreheads. That's very fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah, they're like little pumpkin heads.
Yeah,
They look like-
they do kind of look like pumpkin.
They
heads.
look like pumpkin heads.
Some of them have like sternum piercings too. I like the design of these guys. I like that all of them are a little different. Like I feel like one of the issues that I have with creature design in like modern movies, like anything like post like 2008, is I feel like a lot of the time when we have a lot of creatures in the movie, it feels really copy paste. Like a lot of the Marvel critters, when the Avengers have to take out a big army of things, they feel like they all look pretty identical. But also like A Quiet Place, right? Like those movies I think are pretty good. But all those aliens are pretty much identical. Like we're not seeing a lot of variation in those guys.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool creature design, but by the time you get to the second one and then the prequel that came out, it's like it's sort of played out.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, maybe give me one that's a different color. Give me one with some like fucking, I don't know. What do these aliens do? Do they have any kind of like piercings? Are there ones with hair? Like what's going on, you know? And it's like it feels like they just do the one creature design and then just copy it over and over again. And I feel like part of that's because it's digital effects for those guys, right? And then it's like for these, they're practical. You had to build a bunch of suits. And it's like just through the tactile process of building a rubber monster suit, like they're going to turn out a little different, you know? And I like that all of these guys look a little different.
Yeah, all the demons, even though they have a pretty similar uniform design, there's little quirks and little differences in how they look. And the other cool thing about this, you brought up the Evil Dead. There's a lot of Evil Dead in this, obviously.
Sternum piercing? I meant septum.
Septum piercing?
Did I say the wrong?
You said sternum.
Well, that's your chest.
Yeah, that's a weird place
Septum.
to get a piercing.
Yeah, well, you can get your nipples pierced, but that's still not your sternum.
Yeah.
It's on either side. Septum piercing is what I meant to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just realized that I'm a fucking moron.
That's okay. You mentioned the Evil Dead earlier. What's fun about the creatures in this movie is that there is there's really no logic or rules when someone gets possessed and turns into a fucking demon. It all happens differently. We get different gore effects. I mean, this is what makes stuff like Brain Dead fun.
Yes.
The Thing, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, when I said earlier that there are deadites in this movie, I do not mean the little homunculi that come from Billy Zane's blood cum. I mean the possessed people, because like the little homunculus guys are like little pumpkin heads. But when a character gets possessed and like their face just turns into rubber putty that you can do whatever you want with. And like the kid has like a fucking 4-foot tongue.
God, it's so cool that the kid gets possessed in this movie.
We'll talk about it. We have to save something for later in the episode. But yeah, I like that all of them are like Deadite-esque, right? Where it's just like, it's like Evil Dead 2, where it's like, why does this lady look like this when she's a Deadite? Who knows? Because it's cool, because it's silly, because it's fun, you know? So the little, like, lesser demons start attacking. They're like popping in the windows, grabbing people. William Sadler's going around. He's doing the blood seal around all of the windows. That effect, like, doesn't look great, but they make a really good decision to, like, when he does the little drip initially and like the glowing red line happens, like that looks fine. The like little bubble thing in the doorway looks really like fake. but they make the really wise decision to not make it stay. I think both for budgetary reasons, but also aesthetically. Like the little bubbly like shimmer effect pops up and then
Yeah.
it just fades away. It's like, okay, we know that one's sealed and now it just looks like a regular doorway.
There's definitely a point in the movie where it starts feeling like a budget constraint because like he goes around to guard, put up the force fields around the rest of the windows and doors in the house, and we just do it with a red light.
Yeah.
We're not even showing the effect
Yeah.
at a couple points.
I'm fine with that though.
It's fine. I think this movie is, again, like everyone's playing a cartoon. This movie is also shot in a way that is very silly.
Yeah.
Even in the opening minutes before we really had any sort of horror happen yet, it's like a lot of Dutch angles, a lot of weird
Yeah.
like punch zooms and stuff that's cut together really, really quickly. The design of the hotel, of course, with like the mission is a fun visual aspect to it, but there's other elements of the design and the lighting that are being showcased. It's a very goofy, colorful movie throughout.
Yes.
So some of those effects, I think, fit totally within the aesthetic of the film.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah, so right, siege movie has started. Basically, the situation is like they can't cross the barriers when the doorways are sealed by the blood from the little vial thing. And Billy Zane is like outside with his army of demons just waiting for somebody to make a move. In this initial kind of skirmish where they're sealing the doorways, the demons do like grab at a couple people, but I don't think we lose anybody yet. And it's just like silly like jump scares, like a rubber demon like pops up in a window and is like, bah!
Yeah, I think Thomas Hayden Church and Cordelia try to escape because his whole thing throughout this movie is trying to get out of there any way that he can.
Yeah, Roach is looking out for Roach and nobody else.
Yeah. Wally gets some little hero moment early in the movie where he goes out to try to save Cordelia.
Yeah.
And then comes back in.
Yeah. We also see that when you shoot the lesser demons in the eyeballs specifically, this is such a fun, weird little detail in this movie.
Yeah.
You have to shoot their eyeballs, which are glowing green. They just put little, green lights in the monster mask. And if you shoot their glowing green eyeballs, it kills them, but also it shoots green lightning out of their fucking head. And so Wally does get zapped by green lightning here when he protects Cordelia. And a couple other spots like William Sadler is shooting these things in the eyes and just green lightning is shooting out. And it's fucking ridiculous and hilarious and I love it. And it's just one of those things where it's they made a big decision in the movie that I really appreciate. It's not just you have to shoot him in the head. It's no, we've had the you have to shoot him in the head thing. We're going to do something sillier and weirder and more out there with it. You know?
I mean, it's using the siege horror script kind of as a Mad Libs. It has that as a basic structure to it, but it adds some of these little flourishes and changes to the formula.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it's a send up or a satire of horror siege films.
Right.
But it does just enough, I think, to stand out on its own.
Yeah.
And I do think, crucially, one of the things that makes this movie work so well is that it doesn't overdo the downtime.
Yeah.
Because there's always downtime in a siege horror film.
Yeah.
And I feel just when the downtime of we're getting some character moments or they're boarding things up or they're exploring the house, then we get our next horror action sequence that comes in.
Yeah.
However, I do wish there was more Billy Zane. I feel we get a pretty big gap from Billy Zane's appearance summoning the demons to his. I think he really gets to shine in the third act.
Yes.
But the movie is at its best when he's on screen, and I think the stuff we get in the first and the second act, I would have just loved more of that.
Yeah. I do agree that I feel we could have found maybe a little bit more. We should have focused on Billy Zane maybe a little bit more, especially in the second act, because he does feel a little bit like he's top loaded and bottom loaded, and then the rest of the movie he's mostly absent. But But he does come to Cordelia here. So Cordelia gets saved by Wally. Her and Roach have like a tense moment. He slaps her. He's a piece of shit. And Roach is basically like, I want to, clearly what Billy Zane wants is William Sadler. We should just give him up.
Yeah.
And just give him what he wants, and he'll let all of us live, right? So he's immediately like, fuck this guy. Like, let's save our own asses. But Cordelia's pissed at him because he leaves her to die when Wally has to save her. So like her and Wally have like a little moment. But then she's on her own. I don't remember exactly how this shakes out, but like Cordelia's on her own, and Billy Zane like reaches out to her like psychically.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy hallucination.
Yeah.
And Billy Zane is essentially seducing her, and he's outside her window.
Yeah.
There's like a rose. It becomes very romantic.
He's
and
being
silly.
like, I just know you want to just be loved, and I can give you all the love that you need, or whatever. And he's like sexy bald Billy Zane in a silk shirt.
It's a fun, different way to do the possession.
Yeah.
In a movie like this.
So she gets possessed, and like while this is going on, there's been some stuff where like Jada Pinkett's looking for a cat. They find that there's like a another way into the old church that they're in, because there's like tunnels, I guess, that they didn't know about. So they like everybody else is like distracted doing that, and then like Wally goes up to find Cordelia, who's possessed, and they hear him screaming, and they all come up, and she has just like gone full deadite. She's got like fucking shark teeth, and she's just eating this dude's neck. And then, like, she starts attacking them, and her face just starts doing a bunch of crazy deadite shit. Like, it just goes, like, it's like the fucking thing in Mario 64 where you can stretch his face. We're just doing that. Like, her neck's stretching, her tongue's stretching, her jaw's, like, getting all wide and crazy. I love all of this effects shit. It is so fun. I don't remember exactly how she dies here, but I think William Sadler Breaker is the character's name. I think Breaker shoots her in the head and her eyeballs come out. Her head gets destroyed somehow, and her eyeballs like fly out.
Yeah, and then she rips CCH Pounder's arm off.
Yes, she does rip CCH Pounder's arm off here, and yeah, like her eyeballs fly out of her head somehow, and then he like shoots just her eyeballs, and they fucking explode. Which kills her because you have to destroy their eyeballs. This scene fucking immediately had me. Like when her face started just like turning into like a crazy rubber mask, I was just like, oh, I'm watching an Evil Dead movie and I didn't realize it. And that's just like my favorite feeling to have watching a horror movie, is like the point at a horror movie that's new to me where I'm like, this is just an Evil Dead movie. And if this was an Evil Dead movie, I think it would be like, I don't know, maybe like the third or fourth best one. It'd be up there.
Yeah, probably
fourth best, I think.
This is a stupid conversation, but I mean, like,
you're right. You're not wrong. It is a stupid conversation.
I probably like this more than like Army of Darkness or Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah.
But that's a stupid conversation because this is not an Evil Dead movie.
The real best Evil Dead movie, we both know, is Peter Jackson's Brain Dead.
Correct. Yeah. Which I was also thinking about while watching this movie. I know you already mentioned it.
Yeah. This movie is nowhere near as fun as Brain Dead.
Correct. But no movie is as fun as Brain Dead.
True.
You can't hold a movie to that standard. It's apples and oranges because it's like Brain Dead and then every other movie.
So they go to explore the mine. It's very funny to watch the shot of like these 7 or 8 characters all one by one entering the mine, and then CCH Pounder with her her fresh stump wound.
Yes. Yeah. It is really funny in the scene like right after she gets her arm ripped off, where they're like tying the tourniquet around it, and then like I think Jada Pinkett like splashes the stump with vodka, and then CCH Pounder just goes, "Give me the bottle!" and just starts slugging vodka from this bottle. It's so awesome. Yeah, I do love CCH Pounder with just the like stump arm. It's great.
They find the kid from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, whose car William Sadler was trying to break into. Yeah.
And he gets attacked. They get attacked by his parents who've
Yes.
been possessed.
Who have been possessed. I like that the possessed people, like the Deadite people in this movie, have lights in their mouths. I think that's a very fun, neat touch.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, where there's like green light shooting out of their mouths and eyes. It's very fun. And yeah, they also have like shark teeth and like look crazy and Deadite-esque. So yeah, they get chased by the parents. There's like another zombie with them too. I think there's 3 zombies here. Or 3 demons or whatever. But they like run back through the seal with the blood of Christ. So the demons can't come through. But then fucking Thomas Hayden Church has beef with one of these zombies, one of these demon possessed people, and takes the opportunity to exact revenge on like a guy he doesn't like, because he's like, well, he's a demon possessed, so I can shoot him in the head with a shotgun. But unfortunately, because the lightning that shoots out of their eyes when their eyes get destroyed, like, is very destructive.
And they explode.
He shoots this guy in the head. His head explodes with green lightning, and it destroys the seal. So then they can just get in. Great moment. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. They all flee upstairs, and William Sadler seals off the stairwell. So the demons are just like hanging out on the first floor, looking up at them.
Yeah. I like at one point, it's not here, but I like at one point Thomas Hayden Church spits at them, and then like one of them like sends demon breath back at him, and it like blasts through his hair, and then William Sadler's like, they really don't like that. That was really funny.
But now we have some downtime in the movie, and we have opportunity for some exposition.
Yeah.
We've been getting flashbacks to the crucifixion of Christ from William Sadler's perspective.
Right. William Sadler seems to keep remembering Jesus hanging on the cross, which is fucking crazy. At one point he has a flashback, like before this, he's had a flashback where like a guy is at the crucifixion in a bad wig and sees a dude with a hooded figure with a full-on snake face and like a big witch glove hands. So that like all of this shit is just living in his brain. And yeah, we get a little bit more context on it around here.
Yeah, the key is full of the blood of Christ.
Right, which I love that they never explicitly say. Jada Pinkett starts asking, because he starts describing, he's like, oh yes, a carpenter from Nazareth was crucified and his blood went, and she's like, wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? And then the movie's like, moving on anyway.
It's his blood and like other people's blood that he's collected over the years.
Yes, right. Because it's like the first blood in it was Jesus's, and then every holder of the key.
Right, it's passed down.
Yes, and the holding the key like means you're the chosen one, and it makes you immortal. But you can still be killed. You just can't. You don't age, right? And so it's like you'll stay the age that you are, but eventually you get killed by a demon. When you get killed by a demon, your blood goes in there and replenishes the blood reservoir. And then it gets passed to the next chosen one, basically.
Yeah.
It's very Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is very much like Slayer territory, sort of.
Okay. And William Sadler got it in World War I.
Yes.
Where
I love the World War I flashback so much.
I kind of want the movie of them fending off Nazi demons in World War I, and this guy.
Well, they weren't Nazis in World War I.
Oh yeah,
they were just regular Germans.
Regular Germans. They hadn't. Yeah,
they didn't have that
pre-Nazis.
They didn't have the Nazi color scheme yet. They didn't have the whole red, black, and white thing going on yet. The armbands, all that.
Yeah.
These guys just really, really liked their fucking Kaiser. You know?
Yeah. It's funny. There's like one of them that gets shot, and that's they clearly don't have the budget to do much more than that.
Yeah, and it's like a zombie. It's like a demon.
Yeah.
German.
Yeah.
Who gets shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and his commanding officer's bleeding out, and then he gives him the key.
Yeah,
and it's like
William Sadler becomes the chosen one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there are 7 keys that the demons need to take over the universe, and this is the last one.
Yes.
There's also this star tattoo that we've seen on William Sadler's hand that like changes.
Yeah.
And they also need like 7 hosts to
Yeah.
do it. That's all. It's all very
it's-
murky, and like we get it over with really quickly, and that's fine.
It's vague in a way I like. If they explained this lore more, I would like the movie less. But because they're just like, yeah, yada yada, they're trying to bring darkness back to the world, and they need 7 victims and 7 keys and whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, great, got it. Moving on.
I would like more of the World War I stuff.
Me too.
I think just because war horror hasn't really been done right.
Right.
Or it's it's always like a very low budget in a way that doesn't look good.
Yeah, or it's like more of an action thing than a horror thing. Like I'm thinking of like Overlord, which I didn't see, but based on the marketing for that movie, I feel like the tone of it was more like action movie than like horror movie.
Overlord, I wish Overlord was more it easily could have been like doing everything at a 10 in terms of the action, in terms of the horror.
Yeah.
It like really holds back on it too much. Or I'm like, just give me a Wolfenstein movie.
Yeah.
Give me I remember Dead Snow is a Nazi zombie movie, but they're Nazi zombies that have been in the ice for decades since World War One.
Doing Nazi
so
zombies
it's modern.
during World War II.
Yeah, it's just modern.
Okay. You know what I kind of think is maybe the best war horror movie? And it's sort of a cop-out because it's not really a war horror movie, but Dog Soldiers.
Yeah.
Because like in Dog Soldiers, it's like military guys, and they're doing training.
Yeah.
So it's not actually, they're not in a war zone. But because they're like military guys, I feel like it has the vibe of like a war horror movie. And I feel like that's maybe the best that we've gotten.
And you could also say stuff like Predator or,
totally.
or
Yeah,
Aliens, but there's a little bit more sci-fi in there.
Yeah.
There was a movie that came out last year that got a little bit of buzz called Primitive War, which was dinosaurs in Vietnam, which I'm a little angry about because I've had the idea of doing I had called it Jurassic Nom because I just didn't have another title for it.
Yeah.
I was going to do Apocalypse, like my 4-hour Vietnam War epic.
Yeah.
Where dinosaurs show up.
Apocalypse Rex. Yeah, that is just a case of parallel thinking.
I guess so.
Yeah. Or or someone stole your idea.
Someone stole it from me.
Someone listened to this podcast. Did you mention that on a previous episode?
I don't know.
I feel like you did.
We've done over 100 of these.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, downtime. He's explaining the backstory of the whole thing, and then while this is happening, we get some additional stuff where there's like the kid, and we're worried about Danny the kid, and he's hanging out with Uncle Willie at one point in the attic.
Yeah, they're reading Tales from the Crypt.
He's
comics
reading which I think is funny.
I'm so glad that this kid is barely in this movie.
Oh yeah, and I don't think it's a bad child performance. I think he's okay, but it is awesome the way that they choose to use this child in this movie because Jada Pinkett finds the kid, and you're like, oh no, they got this fucking kid, and it's like not for long.
Yeah, at least this kid. I was so worried. It's like, oh no, we got a fucking kid here.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to worry about the kid. But it goes over quite well.
During the downtime, Jada Pinkett does have like a thing where like Billy Zane is psychically reaching out to her, and he's basically like, I know you have all these big dreams. You want to like go places. You want to do stuff. I can make that happen. So he's like being the devil whispering to her here. And she's also we haven't said this, but she's on work release from prison because she got arrested for and convicted for stealing. So that's kind of her character's deal, and like he's kind of speaking to that and basically being like, I know that you want like more for yourself than what you have right now, which is like this marginalized existence where you're like a criminal and cleaning this fucking
you want to see the world and
shitty flop house on the weekends.
But she resists him.
Yes, she does. Right, she doesn't do what Cordelia did and fall into it. She like pushes him away. And then he also is like, okay, well, I struck out with Jada Pinkett. Time to hit up Uncle Willie. And Dick Miller has just the most dudes rock hallucination of all time. Because so CCH Pounder found the kid and Willie in the attic reading Tales from the Crypt comics, and she's like, oh, you found my secret booze stash in the attic or whatever, get the fuck out of here, leave the bottle. She starts slugging another bottle of booze, which is great. And then Uncle Willie and the kid are just wandering around the house, and he walks into this room and starts hallucinating just a bunch of ladies with huge fake tits offering him bottles of alcohol.
Yeah, he walks into a tiki bar and there's just breasts as far as the eye can see.
Just so many topless women, at least 20 to 30 topless women in the scene. Yeah. And and all of them are walking up to him and being like, would you like this? Would you like to try this one, Uncle Willie? It's called the long, hard one or whatever. And then Billy Zane's behind the tiki bar being a cool bartender. It's this is the trashy, fucking dollar store version of the scene from The Shining, where Jack Torrance goes up to the bar and is like, what'll it be? A little slow tonight, Lloyd, right?
Yeah.
It's like that, except a bunch of ladies with silicone racks and Billy Zane in aviators.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick definitely was a little lacking in the tits department.
Yeah.
Really could have spiced up The Shining.
There's some tits in The Shining. That lady gets out of the bathtub and then she has nice tits, but then she has bad
she
tits.
has evil, saggy tits. There's a robot chicken joke or something.
Yeah.
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey, but now there's tits, so it's not boring.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I bet this was the happiest moment of Dick Miller's entire career.
He's just looking at himself in the mirror after going back to his trailer after filming this scene, and he's like, you know what, Dick? You really did it.
You made it. Today you made it. You're a movie star.
I hope he had a great day on set. And I hope all these women also had a great day on set, to be clear. I don't hope Dick Miller was the only one happy. I hope all these ladies had a great time and went home with a nice paycheck. God bless them. But yeah, so Uncle Willie gets possessed here. Because obviously he's not resisting this temptation. This fucking guy.
Who among us?
So yeah, he gets possessed by a demon. And so Jada Pinkett shows up. I think maybe because she hears the kid screaming, or maybe she's just checking on him. And Uncle Willie has gone full demon mode. He's got the shark teeth, he's got the glowing mouth. And this scene especially is shot really Evil Dead. The low angles on him when he's whipping around and being bah! Into the camera and shit.
And
it was really reminding me of the Evil Dead.
And there's one point where he turns back around to Jada Pinkett and he's back to himself.
And he's normal. Yep. He's doing Deadite shit. We're
Yeah.
just doing Deadite shit. Yeah. How does he get it? I don't remember. Because she kills him here. And I don't quite remember how he goes down.
I don't. Because we're also doing. Thomas Hayden Church steals the key from
Right.
William Sadler and is trying to bargain with Billy Zane, and hands the key back over to him.
Oh,
too.
I just remembered what happens with Uncle
Oh,
Willie.
yeah.
He gets decapitated.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets decapitated. Then we get some business with the fake head.
His head comes back to life and is a silly rubber head, yeah. And then it's she throws a rug over his head, so he's under the rug for a little bit. Yeah. And then the kid picks up his head, and because you have to destroy the eyes, there's some antlers in the room.
Right.
Yeah, and he impales the eyeballs on the antlers, which kills him. Yeah.
Movie that we just watched, and I just forgot that.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's one of the less memorable kills, weirdly, because the one coming up is the one that you remember, the one where the kid fucking explodes.
Yeah.
But yes, right. Thomas Hayden Church has been he's making a literal deal with the devil here. where he's basically like, "Hey man, I just want to get out of here. I got the key," because he like steals it from William Sadler. And Billy Zane's like, "Hey, great man, like thanks a lot. Put it in this little briefcase. We're great. And yeah, you can head on out of here. And by the way, I lied, and these zombies are gonna eat you now."
It's very funny before he gets torn apart when he like walks down the stairs and is just standing next to the zombies. And,
Yeah.
All right, so we're good then. We're cool. And then
Yeah.
then he gets fucking ripped apart.
Yeah.
There's also I think this is really funny when CCH Pounder is still in the attic and Billy Zane tries to bargain with her.
Oh yeah.
And like pops his head up through the attic and he's got her arm on a plate.
Yes. Yeah, and then she raises her stump at him, and he's like, "I'll take that as a yes." And she's like, "No, it's me giving you the finger." Which really made me laugh. Yeah. So Thomas Hayden Church is dead. Uncle Willie's dead.
The barrier's broken down at this point, so
Yeah.
all the demons start attacking.
Yeah.
They found the grenades. Wally's box of guns and grenades.
And his note of intent to kill everyone at the post office to impress the sex worker that he is in love with. which is just like such a dark turn for his character after his death. Yeah, but there's like the grenades and the ammo and shit. Yeah.
CCH Pounder and Bob.
Yes, Deputy Bob, who has been around this whole time.
Yeah, he's been here.
He's just kind of farting around.
Yeah, he's just being a fat cop.
Yeah.
But they get attacked by the zombies, and she sacrifices herself.
Yes, CCH Pounder like pulling her sweater open and revealing that she has a grenade suicide vest, and then pulling all the pins out.
Yeah,
he fucking goes insane.
It rocks.
I love that. And the explosion like rocks the little attic door because Jada Pinkett and the kid are up there. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
it's
and
awesome.
William Sadler's fled up there too.
Yeah. It's like the three of them up there. And then the kid is like, there's like the Tales from the Crypt comic.
The kid's still reading the comics, and then he flips a page, and there's a zombie on the page, and then it his
like
eyes glow green, which is a really cool way.
It is
for them to possess the kid.
The way that they use the comic in this scene is so awesome because it's like, yeah, he gets possessed through the comic, and then as the next bit is happening where the kid gets possessed and starts attacking them, you start seeing what's about to happen in the movie because the comic pages are like blowing in the wind, and so it's like blowing forward in the comic, and you're seeing the comic illustrations of what's about to happen in the movie, and then like the next shot is the same thing. It's really cool. I think this is like really creative and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I love the art style of the comic too. I think it's great. But yeah, the kid gets possessed. He starts attacking William Sadler and Jada Pinkett, and like he goes like crazy Deadite mode. Like his face like gets super long. His jaw dislocates. He's got like crazy sharp teeth, and his tongue is like 4 feet long. And he rips a hole in William Sadler's stomach, and then his tongue just starts going inside William Sadler's torso. It's so fucking gross and so awesome. It rules. And then Jada Pinkett does like a fucking spin kick on this kid and launches him out of a window that has been sealed with the blood seal.
Yeah.
And this kid just fucking explodes. It's like a child-sized dummy just that they like put a stick of dynamite into and just fucking gets obliterated. And there's like a smoking Converse sneaker that lands on the ground.
Yeah, that shot of the sneaker is very good.
I love it so much. This is the scene in the movie where I was like, I didn't expect you to go this hard, Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. And you've really delivered. Yeah, it owns.
Yeah, so William Sadler passes the key to Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, he's like, "You're the new chosen one.
You're the new Demon Knight. We're gonna use the word Demon Knight now."
Yeah, right.
And then she immediately gets all the visions of the crucifixion.
Right, she gets the flashbacks of Jesus, and
yeah. she's immediately cursed with knowledge.
Yeah. And so like in pretty quick time here, we've like dispatched like all of the other characters. Like it's just Jada Pinkett left. In a way that I really like, because for a long time in this movie I was like, we have a lot of people still alive in this movie. This is a horror movie, this is a siege movie, there should be a body count. Like, what are we still doing with like 9 characters in this movie? And then like so many people die so fast, and then you're like, oh shit, I guess it's just her now. In a way that I enjoyed.
Yeah, I don't think it. Again, like I think this movie moves pretty well. So, you get fun moments with all of the characters, and people are dying throughout the movie. Even if we do kill a bunch of people in succession here,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has overstayed their welcome.
Yeah, totally. It was more just I was like waiting for the shoe to drop, and when
Yeah.
the shoe drops, it really drops. You know? what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like one after another, these people
Yeah.
start dropping.
Yeah. I don't remember if it's here or if it's slightly before, but there's a moment when like Billy Zane is like looking for Jada Pinkett, or like just looking for survivors, I guess. And he's like almost literally tap dancing down a hallway being like, yoo-hoo! And he's just like having so much fun. But he does find her here. And they have their showdown, right?
Yeah. She's covered in blood,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, you look hurt. I can help you. I can heal you." And he reaches out to touch her, and
It burns
gets
him.
burned. And she's like, "It's not my blood."
Yes, right, because she's like covered herself in William Sadler's
Yeah.
blood, and since he's the latest martyr, his blood is now like holy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's really funny that the next thing that happens is because they're kind of playing cat and mouse through
Right.
the through the hotel
Little
here.
chase thing with our final girl here. Yeah.
Yeah, is that she wanders into a bathroom and and he's gonna give her a bath.
Yes, he grabs her with the shower curtain so that she's not touching him, and pushes her into the bathtub, and then turns the shower on. And he starts talking about like, oh, cleanliness is close to godliness or whatever. He's like doing his little demon shtick. And yeah, so then like she has had the blood washed off of her. He dumps out the most of the blood that's left in the vial, and then she gets him in the eye with something, with like a knife or something.
She stabs him with the key.
Oh, it's the key. Yeah. She stabs him in the eye with the key, and then while he's like distracted from getting stabbed in the eye with the key, she takes that opportunity to like drink the rest of the blood that's in the vial, but she doesn't swallow it. She's just holding it in her mouth.
Yeah.
And then he does this whole thing because he doesn't know that she did that. He's doing this whole thing where he's like, you know what? Actually, I just realized that you're Jada Pinkett and you are extremely attractive. What if instead of killing you, you become my demon girlfriend? And so we're doing that for a little bit, where he's like trying to like seduce her, kind of.
Yeah, they do this dance sequence with like a spotlight and everything.
Yes,
It's very
yes.
fun.
I like it a lot.
And she's holding the blood in her mouth the whole time,
Yeah.
and you can tell.
Yeah, and he's like, why won't you say anything? You having doubts or whatever? Yeah.
At one point, fire shoots out of his dick.
Yes. he gets frustrated and horny, and I guess the demon version of blue balls is fire shoots out of your dick. If you're trying to romance Jada Pinkett and she's like not that into it, and you're a demon, I guess instead of just like going home sad and jerking off, fire shoots out of your dick. But yeah, and then so eventually he's like trying to get her to say that she'll do it. She's not saying anything because her mouth is full of martyr blood. And he's like, okay, well, fine, then I'm just going to kill you, but I'm going to cut your heart out and take it as a souvenir. And then she spits the martyr blood in his face, and it burns his face. We get some great makeup effects here, too, special effects.
Yeah, he starts melting. The effects in this movie, it's one of those where like every shot is a new effect of some kind, new, a different type of makeup, a different type of practical effect.
Yeah. So many
it's
puppets.
So cool.
And then, so like his face melts, and he's like getting all gross. And then he turns into, like, he transforms into his true form. and he just turns into like a big bone bat. He's like a big bat skeleton.
Right. His demon. He transforms into his demon form, but because he's melted, he's
Yes.
a demon skeleton.
Right. So he's
which is cool.
Yeah, like a big dragon bat skeleton that's on fire.
And then he blows up.
Yeah,
and
the whole
hotel
building
blows up.
Yeah, it all fucking explodes.
It's great.
It's so awesome.
Well, why don't more horror movies have their creatures explode when you kill them?
A thing that I really enjoyed about Ryan Coogler's Sinners is that when Remick gets killed, it is not like a small, quiet monster death. It's like, no, that motherfucker turns into a literal pillar of fire and like explodes into the sky. We should be doing more of that. And I appreciate Ryan Coogler for being like, we should be doing more of that.
Yeah. Well, the vampires explode in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. I feel like more vampire movies should do the thing that Lost Boys does, which is like no two vampires die the same. So it's just always unique. Like anytime you kill a vampire, it's like, sometimes they explode, sometimes they melt, sometimes they fucking, turn into dust. Who knows?
Yeah.
we
More
should be doing that more.
explosions.
Just
more explosions in general.
We should be blowing up monsters.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we cut to a little later, I guess. Jada Pinkett has survived. She makes it out, and she gets on a bus. She's got the key now, and she like does the seal on the bus that she's on. And we see another collector. I don't know if this was a cameo. I didn't recognize this guy.
I don't know who this guy was.
Yeah. But the bus pulls up, and there's another collector who like notices that the seal is on the bus door, and he's like, I'll catch the next one. And then the bus pulls off, and we see him walking down the road, and he's like whistling a little jaunty demon tune, and then we check back in with the Crypt Keeper, and he gets guillotined on the red carpet.
Yeah, he goes to the premiere, and he makes a joke about Final Cut and gets his head cut off at the red carpet premiere.
Yeah.
And then there's the post-credit scene teasing a sequel that doesn't actually exist.
Yes. But first we get some awesome butt rock in this credit sequence. I didn't recognize the song.
Oh, we have my friend. We have Filter. We have Ministry. We have Biohazard. We have Megadeth. We have Pantera.
I did catch the Megadeth, the Pantera, and the Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones I caught.
We also have Gravediggers in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
They have the I think there's, I don't remember when it plays, but there's like, if you look at the soundtrack, it's mostly rock, and then there's the one hip hop song from Gravediggers.
Good soundtrack. I think that might play. Does that play when Billy Zane is trying to seduce Jada Pinkett for the first time?
I don't know,
because there's like a hip hop beat under that. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think I did note that during the car chase at the beginning, there's like, it's what sounds like B tier 9 Inch Nails playing.
Yes,
and I think that's the Filter song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because for a hot second, I was like, "Is this 9 Inch Nails?" And then I heard the guy start singing, and I was like, "That is not Trent Reznor."
Yeah,
that is a guy trying to sound like Trent Reznor. That is a guy who heard Pretty Hate Machine in 1989 and was like, "I can do that." I don't know. That's Tales from the Crypt Demon Night.
Yeah.
A
movie that you picked.
Yep, I sure did.
You sure picked this movie.
I sure did.
And I did not expect that.
I don't regret it. I think I am happy I did.
Like at some point we're gonna do like theme months again. We just haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
There will probably be some planning in the future.
Yeah.
But it is sort of fun that we're just in this mode.
We're just
where it's
doing
like,
shit.
Yeah. We don't know what the next movie's going to be every week.
Yeah.
And this time it happened to be Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. So, Justice. Yeah. Is this the greatest movie ever made?
David. I didn't give a lot of thought to this one. I'm kind of going with my gut on it. I had a fucking ball watching this movie. This movie's so fucking fun, which I think you probably picked up on from the tenor of the conversation. But just to reiterate, if you like to have fun watching a movie, you should watch this. There's no reason not to. You don't need to be an existing Tales from the Crypt fan to enjoy this movie. This cast is insane. Everybody seems like they're having a blast. All the effects are great. I think Ernest Dickerson directs the shit out of this movie in a way that is clear that he's having a lot of fun. We didn't talk about it, but Ernest Dickerson also just like legendary cinematographer. He worked with Spike Lee a lot. And directed some of his masterpieces. Like shot rather. He shot some of Spike Lee's masterpieces, such as Do the Right Thing. Like that was Ernest Dickerson. You know.
He also directed Juice with Tupac.
Yes,
that's probably his most well-known film.
Yes.
Also, Bones with Snoop Dogg,
Yes.
which I hear is notoriously bad.
Yeah. Well, you know, they can't all be winners. But it's clear that the guy's got chops. Like when you watch this movie, you're like, a guy who knows how to shoot a fucking movie is behind the camera here. And it looks really fun, and a lot of the shots are like super inventive. You wouldn't think to put the camera in a lot of the places that he ends up putting it in these scenes. The action is shot in a really like dynamic and fun and cartoony way. The whole vibe of this movie is kind of like Looney Tunes. It's like really crazy, like a gag a minute type of shit, which invites comparisons to things like Brain Dead. And yeah, I had a ball watching this movie. I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't give this a yes, so I'm just going to give it a yes. I think that Tales from the Crypt Demon Night is the greatest movie ever made.
Okay.
Because I had fun. I don't know. Fuck you. David, is Tales from the Crypt Demon Night the greatest movie ever made?
Justice. I had a lot of fun with this movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure what to expect. I knew Billy Zane was in it, but I didn't know what the story was. And what I got was a pretty fun, inventive, silly take on the horror siege film that moves at a nice pace, has a lot of fun performances, and is shot with a lot of creativity and a great eye for depicting horror and comedy equally. I think this is a slight no, because as wacky and as zany as this movie gets, I don't know that it leaves a strong impression, and I think maybe with subsequent watches, this could be one of my favorite movies of its type. But some of the, the comparisons to Evil Dead, like there's a couple of, like I said, there's a couple of Evil Dead movies that I think are stronger than this, that really go all out with the gags and the humor and the gore and the guts. Stuff like Brain Dead. There's also a little bit of like Gremlins here.
Yes.
And, I was thinking about Gremlins 2, and this movie made me want to rewatch Gremlins 2 because I fucking love Gremlins 2.
Mm.
That's not a knock against this movie. I think this movie surprised me and charmed me, and is such a fun, cute little movie. But that might be all that it is.
Yeah.
I think I think the effects are respectable. And there's a lot that this movie surprised me with, but it's maybe not the greatest movie I've ever made, because I just think some of the movies that this film is referencing and drawing inspiration from fit that description that we use at the top of the show a little bit stronger for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But this is like today was my day off. I didn't do anything. It was snowing outside, and I put this movie on and had a great time with it. So,
hell yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We love you. We appreciate the support.
We do.
Send us an email at thegreatestmoviepodcast@gmail.com and leave us a comment on our Instagram.
Yep. Leave us
TGMEM_podcast.
Review on the podcast apps.
Yeah, on the podcast app of your choice. Leave us a review. Recommend us to your friends and all that shit.
Yeah.
This is an
David,
we're tired.
What are you making us watch next week? Because I picked this one and I don't know what we're watching next.
Right, we haven't figured that out yet. I had two movies in mind, and one of them was going to be a punishment for you, but
Okay.
I don't know that you've done anything to warrant it, so I'll save that for later.
Yeah, I made you watch this movie.
We watched
which
a
you
good movie
enjoyed.
this week.
Yeah. You can punish me if you want to. though.
And I want to keep things fresh and do something different. So we're gonna do a comedy.
Yeah.
It's more of a satire.
Okay.
And we're gonna watch Jason Reitman's "Thank You for Smoking,"
Oh, okay.
starring Aaron Eckhart.
Yes, I have heard of this movie, but I have never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember much from it, but it just so happens that I found a DVD copy of it, and it is the next movie on my to-be-watched shelf.
Great, cool.
So
Awesome. What was the movie that's a punishment for me, or do you want to save it?
I'm saving that.
Okay, all right.
But once I say it,
Is
you'll know.
Is it Chernobyl Diaries?
It was Chernobyl Diaries.
The only movie I've ever walked out
I
of.
was gonna admit I was gonna watch Chernobyl Diaries. I was gonna get you really excited and be like, "We're gonna talk about a found footage horror movie." And
Sorry, I said the only movie I've ever walked out of. I didn't walk out. I almost walked out. We considered walking out of that movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, join us next week for Thank You for Smoking.
Yes.
In the meantime, we love you all so much, and as always,
Later.
dipshits!
I caught that halfway through. We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Greatest Movie Ever Made. Please remember to leave us a rating and a review, and to subscribe to the show wherever you listen. We appreciate you supporting the show and spreading the word. Tell your friends to listen, tell your enemies to listen, tell your mom to listen. If your neighbor has an unsecured Bluetooth speaker, connect to it and play an episode. You can follow us on social media at TGMEM_podcast. And if you've got a movie that you want us to talk about, send us an email at thegreatestmoviepodcast@gmail.com.